Hello everybody, this is Miles Luigi, and this is the commentary version of my Jet Set Radio Jet Rank with Pots Run. Love Attack. When you start the game, you actually first have to do the bus terminal level, then you have access to 3 different levels, each one in the 3 different main areas of the game. One of them is Shibuya-cho, the other ones are Benten-cho and Kokane-cho. And I'm taking care of the second Shibuya mission first here. So Love Attack. It has a lot of very, very large sprays, that is the 7-stroke sprays, that are kind of out of the way from where all the cans are, and seeing as I'm playing a character that only has a can capacity of 7, that means I basically have to do a lot of running around in this level. So this is actually a really good level, especially since it also has a pretty high threshold to get the jet rank, to basically explain what I'm doing generally to get the jet rank. First things first, you'll notice I'm going back and forth here. To do that in game, you have to press the control stick back and forth, and doing that can sometimes throw off your trajectory, just like that right there, because sometimes the game just kind of weirds out sometimes when you just go back and forth. And I have a lot of experience with this game, and just sometimes it just weirds out when I go back and forth. Other times I try pressing the control stick back and forth, and my character just simply does not go backwards for some reason. But you're not able to tell which times I did that in this run necessarily. Like, I think that jump there, I tried jumping in and tried going back and forth, but obviously I didn't get a jump off. But sometimes you'll see that I do a normal jump, or a jump with a normal trick, and I don't necessarily do that. For people who haven't played the game, you just have to be going fast enough to do a trick. You either have to be skating downhill and then you just jump and then you'll do a trick, or you have to be on a rail, jump, and you just generally do the trick automatically. And then to go back and forth, you have to press back and forth on the control stick to do a trick. Even though this stage has a pretty high capacity or high threshold to get the jet rank, it's also one of the easiest to just do an infinite grind on. As you can see, I'm kind of sort of doing an infinite grind there and then fudging up my landing there. Well, I got a total of 30 tricks in a row. You can really rack up a really high score here on the stage. If I really wanted to kind of sort of cheese the jet rank here, I'd just go where those 2 rails are on the road and then just jump back and forth between those 2. I probably wouldn't even have to go back and forth. And like, if I grinded on there long enough, I could probably just get the jet rank doing that, but just for my goal here is to kind of sort of beat the stages pretty quick, not grind on rails forever, because I personally think, yeah, that's a way to get the jet rank, but it's kind of a boring way to do it. Let's take care of this giant tag that's really far out of the way. I suppose I haven't mentioned. All my graffiti is custom. There is a tool out there. I'm playing the Steam version of the game. There is a tool out there to import custom images so you can use those for your graffiti, and all mine are Yoshi themed, just because I like Yoshi. And I think here's an example of me trying to press back and forth on the control stick and just not turning backwards at all. If you land properly after you do a trick, you'll notice you also get a little bit of an additional bonus based on the number of tricks you can do. I'm pretty confident, I'm not 100% confident, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty confident when you're playing as a higher technique character, you get more points from that than a lower technique character. I could be wrong on that. In my experience, the technique rate, more important than anything else, controls how well your character controls. So I am playing as a character that controls really well, and isn't clumsy. A great example of a character who is clumsy, if you just do a YouTube search for it, his name is Slate. He's actually a pretty low technique character, but he has a lot of other redeeming factors. He just controls really clumsily. That's the best way to put it. In here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little grinding. As I said before, the threshold for jet rank on this level is kinda high. Just as a general Jet Set Radio strategy, you'll notice that I'm going for the big tags before the small tags. That's because in nearly every level there's basically, you have your first level police, like in the first level there wasn't any police till you sprayed a couple of tags, and then the police came, and then Onishiba came. There's Onishiba right there. Onishiba starts in this level actually, although he's basically no threat at all. I have no idea what I was going for with that jump, and then I just jump off. Gosh darn it, that was a big time waster. But basically, as the police force escalates, it becomes harder to spray the 7-stroke graffitis, because you'll start spraying it, and all of a sudden, in this level, it's the SWAT team. They'll get in your way, and they'll start spraying tear gas at you, and then it becomes really difficult to spray those 7-stroke graffitis. And the SWAT team necessarily isn't necessarily the best example of someone who can get really in your way, but some of the future levels, it can almost become nearly impossible to get the 7-stroke graffitis, while the escalated task force or escalated police response there is, and we're going to be dealing with more than just the police in this game. Later on you start dealing with assassins and stuff like that. Running into Love Shockers here. Fun fact is you can actually unlock the Love Shockers as a character by getting a jet rank in every single Shibuya mission, and they are the characters that have the highest technique in the game, so if you are specifically going for a character that control the silkiest, smoothest, and quickest, they are the characters to use. And here's the message. So if I would have sprayed all those graffitis that are around the playground that are all single-stroke graffitis, the SWAT team would have came over earlier, and then, well, I would have been pretty screwed here. Here's something that the game nearly never does. there's 2 graffitis, there are 3-stroke graffitis on the road. And if you start spraying them before the SWAT team comes, as you can see, there's just a bunch of motorcycles headed towards you. They just kind of run you over, do a little bit of damage, no big deal. Yeah, let's go ahead and grind a little bit extra to get a couple of extra points here. Of course, I don't want to forget the graffitis that are here. I forgot this 3-stroke graffiti. This 3-stroke graffiti can actually be extremely difficult to tag if Onishima is on your ass, but thankfully he's just hanging out on the street like a big damn idiot. One thing I liked about this game is when I played it in 2000, this is like the first game I played where one of the characters in the game said damn, and as a little kid I'm like, oh, one of the characters said damn, they're swearing in this game. And you know, now I'm a doubt and I just throw F-bombs all over the place. This game does have a custom graffiti creator, and I'm curious how many people have made F-bomb graffitis with the graffiti creator. Just because that, real life, graffiti is illegal. What are you going to spray? F-bombs everywhere. But here we go on the... This is an infinite... This is one of the easiest infinite grinds in the game for, and because this level has a high threshold to get the jet rank, I kind of need to spend a little bit of time on those rails. We just have 2 more sprays to go after. If I remember correctly, did I leave the 7-stroke graffiti over here, or did I leave the 3-stroke graffiti over here? Okay. The SWAT team is really dumb here. If you leave the 7-stroke graffiti alone here, which I think I may have done. Oh, I didn't. Is that their own vehicle gets in their way, so they can't really shoot you that easily, but there's another jet rank. See you all next time.